Bună ziua! Vorbim astăzi la FRF TV despre fotbalul dintr-o altă perspectivă și anume despre cum se reflectă fotbalul în societate. UEFA a realizat un studiu în acest sens prezentat la sediul Federației Române de Fotbal. Cercetarea a fost realizată împreună cu 10 universități vest-europene. Vorbim astăzi cu domnul Tim Crabbe din partea agenției Substance, care a lucrat efectiv la studiu din poziția de consultat al UEFA. What are the chances for this study to contribute to good governance in society in relations to football?
I think this study gives a fantastic opportunity for people to make very informed decisions about what parts of football maybe need to invest in, which parts of football maybe we can grow. Rather than just saying football is a good thing, the study enables us to understand in what ways football can benefit society through helping people's health, by boosting the economy, by helping to address social problems around education or crime. And through this study, we're able to understand which areas of football it's most useful to invest in, which areas, which regions maybe need the most development of football, and that we can be confident that those decisions are based on real, thorough, rigorous research.
Which was the role of the 10 universities involved in this research?
So we had many universities that were involved in the research from across Europe. We had universities from Eastern Europe, Central Europe, Northern Europe, Western Europe, all able to bring different perspectives on different national and cultural perspectives across Europe. And the university academics were able to provide much support to the project in terms of access to data, knowledge of research studies that had been done previously. Were able to guide us on our methodological approach to maybe suggest alterations and improvements. And ultimately, the academic panel gives us confidence that the wider research community believes in the project and is able to say, yes, this is a valid approach. We're in support of the findings.
How many people in total work for this study?
We had a team across 2 research agencies of around 10 researchers that worked on the study, looking at the situation in Romania and Sweden, and who continue to be involved as we're now looking at other countries. But beyond the core team that was doing the research, from the universities that were supporting the project and represented on the advisory panel and other football experts from across Europe, there were maybe some 20, 30 other advisors that contributed to the study.
How long did the research last?
So the research commenced in July of 2017, and we completed the first phase of the project in February of 2018, but we continue to refine our findings and improve upon them, and now we're looking at other countries across Europe, so the study is ongoing and we've been working on it for now over a year.
Can you tell us some difference between the results and conclusions for Sweden and for Romania?
One of the fascinating parts of this project was to look at the situation in terms of the value of football in different countries. And obviously Sweden and Romania in different parts of Europe with different histories of football involvement. So different things stood out in the 2 different countries. One of the more sort of striking aspects was the culture of volunteering in Sweden, and a large volunteer force that supports the game in Sweden, which historically hasn't been such a factor in Romanian football. But it's now possible for Romanian football to look at that example from Sweden, to learn from it and maybe see how volunteering can assist with the development of football in Romania. But when we were looking at the situation in Romania, we were also encouraged to look at particular social issues in the country, and so we're encouraged to look at whether football could have an impact on reducing absenteeism at school. And so we were able to model the value of football's contribution in that area, something that we didn't look at in Sweden. So there were a number of other differences, certainly the development of women's football in Sweden, is larger numbers of female players that, again, I understand that now the Romanian football is able to learn some of the lessons from this aspect. We also saw that there are greater contributions to the economic development in Romania as a consequence of the development of new facilities and growing participation in football. Then that creates new opportunities for employment, both in the construction of new facilities and the effects that has on the wider economy, as well as in terms of new employment within the football industry itself.
Did this study will be implemented also in other European countries?
So the study began with a pilot in Sweden and Romania, and through the success of that pilot, the fact that we have proved a methodology that works, UEFA has now been confident to begin to roll out the project across other European countries. So we're now working in 8 other European countries, which include Belarus, Latvia, Poland, the Netherlands, Scotland, Malta, Italy, and Russia, all which will bring new dimensions and new learning from the project as we're able to compare the situation in different countries across Europe.
Thank you very much for this information.
Thank you.